Good afternoon. I figured that I would slop together a quick video on how I install Onyx Collection products when I am building a shower. Give a couple of little tips and tricks for the installers out there, a few things I've picked up along the way. First thing that you'll notice is I'm installing over a waterproof tile backer board. Many benefits to this. The adhesive seems to bond to it a lot better. It's lightweight and of course it's waterproof. So this is just a little extra that puts the customer's mind at ease. What I was just doing there is I'm making notations on the side of the template that I'm putting together for the panel. Those notations show where there are grout line marks on the original panel, so I can line those up when I put the template on the panel to be cut. Typically I do have an actual template material that I use. In this case these are just MDF strips. I kind of got in a bind and had to just make do with what I had. Here I'm putting the template on the panel to be cut. Double check very thoroughly, make sure that all of your grout lines line up if that's applicable, and just double check that all of your edges are nice and firmed up before you start to mark. Usually you're supposed to leave the protective film on this panel, but I have found when you're cutting sometimes the saw blade can cause that film to curl up, so I like to remove it. If you do this, make sure that the feet of your saws and your tools that you'll be using have no mar surfaces on them, so you do not scratch or mark up on the panel. I like to do all of my fine cuts before I do my side cuts. This is an awesome little saw that I picked up years ago for like $4 from Lowe's. It was mislabeled and I love this. This is the greatest saw ever for cutting onyx. When this thing goes out, I'll probably just retire too. The key is to go slow and steady. Don't force anything. Then you flip the panel over, give it a good wash down with some denatured alcohol. This removes any of the dust off the back. This part is essential for this bonding properly. If you do not do this, the sealant will not bond this to the wall. Make sure your panel is good and clean. Then I start applying the glue. The stuff smells god awful. If you like salt and vinegar chips, you probably will not after you install this. I like to go over all my seams. I do a perimeter bead around the outside and around any penetrations through the board, and then I start to make my swirls. And next is just a matter of slamming the panel in. This one gave me a little bit coming out to that finished wood edge, but I got her in there. With a few minor adjustments. Make sure that everything is bonded well. Lastly, before you apply your caulk, come through with the denatured again. Make sure all of your cut edges, all of your seams, any change of planes are extra clean, extra thorough. Make sure that all marks are off of there before you start to apply that caulk. And here is the finished product.